rent free. Rent free. Rent free. Lives in your head rent free. Rent free. Rent free.
What's up, everybody? This is your main man, Tech Supreme, back with another episode of Rent Free. It's a beautiful fucking day. It's June. Pardon my friend. I'm trying not to curse on the podcast. I think I made it like 30 seconds in, and I had to let one fly. I don't know why I'm like that, but I don't know. Is it the St. Louis? Is it the New Jersey? I don't know. I just fucking cuss. So these videos will never be made for kids on YouTube. My content is not made for kids anyway, right? So if you don't like curse words, just I don't know. You'll be all right. So what's up, everybody? It's been a couple weeks since the last episode. Just got back from Dominican, not too last week, last Friday. So a week ago today, we got back from Dominican from a week vacation. Me, my wife, and our friend Jeff and his husband Clint. We had a great time. It was always relaxing. It's Ocean El Faro, which I'm actually working on actual vlog about it and kind of talking about it. This particular resort, this is I think our third time going, me and my wife's third time going, and the reviews on this particular resort is like a trend to be negative. There's like this massive Facebook group with thousands of people on it, and they're all super negative. And TripAdvisor is negative. The YouTube videos that people make about it, they're super negative. And I love this resort so much because of the people. It's a beautiful resort. The pools are nice. Everything's well kept. So I don't truly understand why everyone's so negative about it. And even to the point where people will get on the Facebook and say, hey, I just left there, and I'm very glad I didn't listen to how negative this group is because I had a great time. It's a great time. Now, is it, I don't know, the most insane 5-star? Me and my wife did a 5-star resort in January. Is it like that? No, but it's the same. It's fun. It's great. It's relaxing. It's paradise for a week. What I don't get it. I don't get the discourse. But I had a great time. I love the fact that when we go, people recognize us. We actually have a friend who works in a sports bar, Elizabeth, and she's always happy to see us. She knows our names, all that. There's a homie who works at the Lazy River Pool Bar. He always recognizes me. There's a guy who works, I guess, selling timeshares to it. He's a big Marvel fan, and he saw me with my shirt off, and he saw my tattoos. I think 2 trips ago, or maybe the last trip. Before this one, and he's the homie, so he saw me. We dapped up, talked real quick about Guardians of the Galaxy. I just have a positive experience every time I go. I don't understand people who go to vacation and have a bad experience. I get, you want your bang for your buck, and I guess maybe that's it. Maybe they're spending so much money, so they feel this doesn't live up to the expectations. But for me, it's fire. It's a great time every time. I look forward to going again. The only thing I would say about this particular resort and all the resorts I've been to except for the 5-star resort is the food is just kind of It's not bad food at all. It's not horrible food. It's just kind of, I guess, mid would be the term the kids use, mid. It's right. It's good. It's decent. You know what I'm saying? But you don't go for the food. You go for the beach. You go for the pool. You go for the drinks. You go for the stress-free life for a week. And I love it. It's a great time every time. So I can't wait to get that out. I haven't even started editing it. I got 50 gigabytes worth of footage on the GoPro. I didn't bring my drone this time, but I still have drone footage from the time before. So I'm just going to use that. It's the same shit. Yeah. So that, I had a good week because of the vacation, right? I was ready to get to work. I was ready to deal with all the BS. You know what I mean? I was just ready for it. And I had a good productive week. Got all my work done, all my workout. So now it's now that it's Friday, I'm chilling. Yeah, it's been a great week. Back from vacation, I love it. Crazy thing is, we're going again. Not again, but we're going to New Orleans in 3 weeks for my birthday. So, which is for me that's my 4th time in New Orleans. This is me and my wife's 2nd time or 3rd time together. So, I can't wait. Gonna go to Toops Meadery, which is Toops is this guy I found he's a chef from New Orleans. Great YouTube presence. He doesn't have his own channel, I don't think, but he always does stuff with other like famous cooking channels, like which I'm drawing complete blanks on what that is. So I became a fan. When I turned 40, we went down there with a bunch of people, and I got a chance to meet him and got a book signed by him. So I'm super excited to go back to the restaurant again. We're doing a hotel on Bourbon Street with a balcony, so that's going to be a blast. I'll be able to see a different side of New Orleans that I normally wouldn't get to see from the comfort of a hotel room. That, you know, I really don't even go for the drinking. Drinking's okay there. Like, I'm not a really big fan of hurricanes or like sugar bombs and hand grenades or sugar bombs, but like I like the food there a lot. Now, what sucks is really Mae's Chicken is had a fire, so they won't be open. So they have a pretty bad fire in their kitchen. They've been closed for a couple months now, and it looks like they're still going to be closed when we get there in a few weeks. So that kind of sucks. But there's a spot called Mambo's on Bourbon Street, and I think we went there on a whim the last time we were there, and we all everyone that we were with fell in love with it. Like it was like we went there again as a last meal before we hopped on the plane. Like I like we had our suitcases with us and shit. Like it was like that serious. That shit was fire. And I ended up doing a TikTok on it when I got back early on in my TikTok like posting, and they ended up maybe a month or two ago using it for their social media, which I don't mind at all, because it was, you know, I don't care, you know, like we're bringing in big bucks here, you know, like they didn't make no money from it, I didn't make no money from it. It was just cool that like if you go to their TikTok page, you'll see me, you know. I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, that's the kind of the update. Vacation, you know, just chilling. Another thing, because I always like to do like these little health updates. I am doing crack. No, I'm joking. This is not crack. This is this is teeth whitening solution. So I've been doing teeth whitening, which I've didn't really take care of my teeth most of my life. If you know me, you kind of know like I'm self-employed and I just didn't have insurance. So the last few years, there were some things that happened in my family that brought to light that there is a predisposition to having a certain mouth disease. So I kind of got ahead of it immediately and started like, I got a Groupon, got like a teeth cleaning thing. And then when I went to the dental office, whatever, he was like, yo, you need this, this, and this. I was like, I ain't got insurance. He's like, yo, I'll work with you. And that was in Kirkwood Dental. If you know anything about Kirkwood, it's not close to the city for real. But he showed so much love. And like he like, man, I'll work with you. I got you, bro. Like he was super down to earth, super chill, super like, I got your back on your mouth. We'll figure this out. Whoop de whoop. You do this, do that. Pay for this, pay for that. Like, and we'll cut it in half here, and we'll do this. He worked with me so hard that when I got insurance, I was like, yo, I'm staying with this guy. So, I think my last dentist appointment was like maybe 2 weeks, a week before vacation, 2 weeks before vacation. So the last thing I said was like, yo, to the nurse, the dental hygienist, I was like, yo, I want to look into teeth whitening. So, you know, she set up an appointment for a couple days after I get back. Did it. So I started the process this week. Erin, my wife, says that you can see a difference. I can't see a difference yet. I'm doing videos every day so I can kind of, and pictures so I can kind of like see how it progresses or whatever. I'm super excited though, because I've never had like white teeth that I like. I've always had okay teeth, but like definitely in my 30s, and you know, I started seeing like the yellowing of it. So like I'm super excited to just have white teeth, and like they're like my teeth. Like I'm not doing the veneer thing that everyone's doing and shaving the teeth down and that crazy shit. I got healthy teeth now. I'm good now. No problems in the mouth. Pause. I've been watching the What It Is podcast, the Mason Cameron. So if I say pause, that's the only reason. But yeah, so like I'm on it now. Now I do the teeth whitening. I'm just super excited, man. Life is good. Summer's good. Life is good. You know, it is what it is. I always have like shit on my shirt that I never. All right, sorry. All right, cool. Moving on. This is a story that when I first heard about it, I have a dark sense of humor. So quite naturally, I fucking laughed. And when people die, it's not funny. I have existential crises all the time, right? Like death, I am deathly afraid of death. Double saying it, but this one was wild. So kid is on a night cruise, and I know you heard of it, right? He's on a pirate ship cruise. So it's not like one of those big carnival cruises. It's a very medium-sized cruise ship. It's not big at all. It just looks like a big-ass boat. I don't even know the insides of it. I think they have like places to lay down in. I'm not sure the whole thing. It's a pretty big ship, but it's not big like a big cruise ship, like how you would think a cruise ship is. So he's on his pirate cruise. He had just graduated high school. He's with all his, like, a bunch of classmates, all a bunch of 18, 17, 18-year-olds. And they're all drinking, they're all getting drunk or whatever. Someone dares this young man to jump off the boat. And he jumps off the boat. And it's in the middle of the night. It's in the Nassau, Bahamas. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. And, you know, what happens, what's supposed to happen happens. He gets lost at sea. Because you cannot it's a 25% survival rate if you fall off a ship in the middle of the ocean. Like, you're not good. So here's what made me laugh. And again, I positive energy and vibes to the family. But here's what made me laugh. The video of him jumping in the water, of him being in the water, and God bless the people who threw a life preserve at him and said, hey, grab the life preserve or whatever they called it, grab it. God bless them. They did shit. They dope as fuck. They didn't wait. They didn't hesitate. But who didn't also wait was the guy who says, bye-bye. And I know that's fucked up. And I know I shouldn't laugh at that. But it was the most appropriate, sarcastic thing that you could have done in that moment. It is literally the most truthful, but fucked up thing to do. And I'm sure this haunts him, the kid who said bye-bye, right? But if you haven't heard it, the way he says bye-bye is so fucking fucked up to me and so funny. And so just so you kind of get my sense of humor, right? Again, much respect and love. I'm sorry to the family and to the victim. But in the Travis Scott concert, when the people got killed, and the last I saw a meme or a TikTok and it says, can you imagine the last thing you hear is Travis Scott in autotune when you die? So like, I feel like the last thing kid heard was bye-bye. And that's fucking funny to me. It's fucked up. I get it. I'm bad. I'm a horrible person, but that shit's funny. So yeah, man. And it come to find out too that it was in like heavily shark infested waters, so they think that was a factor to it. So like, he might not even drown because he was a star athlete in his area. Like, he was I think a pitcher or something, but he was like heralded as a very like talented baseball player in his town of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. So like, I don't think he probably didn't drown. That's what sucks. Like, he was a good swimmer, a good athlete, apparently. You can tell when he hit the water that he knows how to swim. But like, he almost swam away from the boat to make people think that there was something in the water. And there's been TikToks about like actual boatmen who are like, this is what happens in shark infested waters. And you look he has like a bucket of like meat, and you look at the water, you don't see anything. So he takes a piece of meat and throws it in there, and all of a sudden you see 20 sharks out of nowhere. So it ain't a game. If you're on a ship, don't jump off. I mean, that's common sense, bro. And then like, you know, just don't listen to people. Like, don't be easily led. Like, don't be easily like just walk down a path. You know, like, be a thinker, be a leader. Like, also, very, very, very valuable lesson that I pulled from this was, and this is a lesson that I already know, but like, I just want to say it. Not everyone's your friend. Not everyone who claims to be your friend is your friend. And to the point where some people, they don't know how to be a friend, right? Like, they don't know how to be a friend to you because it's unique. Everyone is different. So everyone's like need of friendship is different. But also, like, some people just pretend to be your friend, but then have ulterior motives, right? The person who dared him wasn't his friend. He thought that, like, he goes and he's like, oh yeah, great idea. I'm fucking drunk. Let me hop it. He thought it was his friend, but in reality, right? That was not his friend at all. A friend would never do that. I remember we were getting into a conversation. Everyone knows I do music. And we were in Trackstar's home. We call it the mansion because it was a mansion in like Midtown, Central West End area. And it was like 8 of them. So like, it was a ton of people in this house, but it was a mansion. And I remember I was with Tef, and then Gotta Be Kareem was on the top of the stairs in this mansion. And they got to be wanting to fight. Like I forgot what it was. We were like in our 20s, early 20s, mid 20s, some goofy shit. Mid 20s for sure. But like got to be wanting to fight Tef. He was like, yo, what's up? And then Tef looked at him and said the realest shit. And I'll never forget this. He said, you know what? A real friend wouldn't do this. A real friend wouldn't want to fight me like this. And that stuck with me for a long time. To this day, this is like there's certain shit a real friend would and wouldn't do. And when it comes to like, I mean, telling your friend to jump off of a fucking moving cruise ship, you're telling him to die. Like you're giving him a death sentence in the rules of a joke or something funny or something lighthearted. But like that's not what friends would do, because I wouldn't tell a friend, hey man, why don't you run across this highway? You know what I'm saying? Like, why don't you do this crack or something? Like, there's so many things that you just wouldn't tell a person because you care about their well-being. And obviously this kid didn't care. Like those kids didn't care about that kid's well-being. And kid just didn't know how to say no and didn't know how to not, you know. Also 18-year-old drunk kids. Like I can't even imagine being drunk at 18. I didn't drink till I was 20 something. No, that's a lie. I had some drinks when I was in college, but like, I'm not getting blackout drunk like that. I'm not doing no crazy shit. I'm just not a crazy person anyway when I drink. So like I ain't doing nothing crazy when it comes to fucking having drinks and shit like that. No one can tell me, yo, do this, do that, do this. Nah, man, fuck off. I'm not doing nothing. And I got a one-step rule anyway. I'll talk about it another time. Moving on to something a little bit more positive. Ted Lasso season finale just came out maybe last week. We were in Dominican. We couldn't watch it. And ended up being like 3 episodes behind. So we caught up this week. I'm not gonna lie, man. I get emotional at Ted Lasso. That show, it hits me. It gets me in the feels. I legitimately wanted to tear up a couple times near the last 3 episodes. Such a beautiful show. It's over. It's done. Series finale, not season finale. And I want to say it's one of the most perfect shows. It is literally has every note that you need to be a human in that show. It has a lot of funniness, a lot of seriousness, a lot of emotion, a lot of inspiration. It gives me the Good Place vibes. And I think I love shows that get in and get out. Like I don't need 10 seasons of your show. I need 3 well-written beginning and ends, and you have a great show. The Good Place was written. They knew it got successful near the end. I don't think it was successful at before, but near the end it got successful, and they knew it was already over because it's like they wrote it that way. The dude wrote it that way, and with Ted Lasso, they wrote it that way. Whereas like this is a beginning and this is an end, and we're not going to draw this out for fucking 10 years. Now, do they have rooms for spinoffs? Absolutely, and I'll be down for that. But like the Ted Lasso story is done, and it was so chef's kiss. If you haven't seen it, Apple TV, go see it. I highly suggest it. It's one of those things that will change how you feel and think. I like consuming things that change how you think. Malcolm Gladwell's book Blink, that's one of those books that I always talk about. It's one of those books that like just rewired my brain on like how to think. And I feel like Ted Lasso has the ability to rewire how you feel and like how you process emotions and how you respond to people. Like it's just a really solid show. I can't speak this praises enough. So if you haven't seen Ted Lasso, please do so. If you have seen it, comment down below your favorite character. Mine is easily Roy because he's just fucking great. But like honestly, Beard, I love Beard. I love Ted. You know, I like the storylines this season were just fucking great. Very emotional, very beautiful, and just perfect. My 4th topic I already talked about was teeth whitening, so I'm gonna skip that one. If you don't know, I look down here, I got my notes here. My notes are literally just the topics, and I just rattle off. There's no script. I'm just talking. It's just one person fucking just talking into a mic. And if anyone's wondering, this is the Shure 55 mic. I just got it. I love it. It has that retro look to it, which I think is super dope. That's why I got it. But anyway, let's see. Michelle Rodriguez. Now, I liked Michelle Rodriguez when I saw her in what movie was that? Resident Evil. I think that was probably the first movies I saw of hers. Liked her. I thought she was awesome. Yeah, I thought she was dope, right? And has my opinion of her changed? Yes. The reason why is because she keeps saying really, really, really dumb things in the media in passing about certain shit. And the first one was She made she was walking out of somewhere in LA, and she said, "Hey, when are they gonna stop making Marvel movies? Like, we get it, so like let it go." And this is the person who's in like the 10th Fast and Furious movie. So everyone was like, "What the fuck you talking about? Like, you're in Fast and Furious. You have no room to talk. Like, these movies, your movie's not even good. Like, let's keep it a hundo." I saw the last one. It's entertaining for what it is, but it's not fire, right? Like, ain't nobody. It's not breaking anything. It's not breaking any records. It's decent. It's a decent action movie. But then she said something last week that hit about black people wanting to be cast as characters, taking jobs away from white people, and it was the weirdest thing. And I'm just like, I get you're like trying to sell movie tickets, but like these takes are god awful. Like, they don't even make sense coming from you. For one, you're not a white woman. You are a woman, a person of color. And then like, I don't know, but it definitely. I don't know if you guys saw them. Like, I like the clips. I'm not gonna post them because like, why would I? But like, they're so cringe, and like, it's just I don't get it. And someone who's not even that diverse of an actress, like to be shitting on people and shitting on black people and people of color and talking about characters, that's not really your kind of place to even have a conversation about it. It was just really weird, and it's not even. I don't know. It's just kind of disappointing because I did like Michelle Rodriguez. Like, I thought she was dope as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it? Resident Evil SWAT I saw her SWAT like that. I didn't even know she was in Avatar because I don't really like fuck with Avatar like that. Of course, all the Fast movies, like, that was kind of her thing. But yeah, it's just super weird, man. I saw her in Dungeons and Dragons. Her last name in the movie is my last name in real life. So like, I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, it's just sad. Like, it's sad when people like just open their mouths and like they say the dumbest shit, and you're just like, man, these was fucking. I used to like your shit. Like, nah, I can't even really fuck with it. I just ignored the call from my wife. So that's, hey, Aaron, I'm gonna call you back in 10 minutes. I was gonna talk about two more things, but I do want to interject really quickly because we're talking about Hollywood. Shout out to Jamie Foxx. I hope he's okay. He had a stroke. He seems to be in good spirits. He's making jokes about it. I don't know if you guys seen the videos where he's acting like he can't see, but he's super silly about it. So I just hope like there's no permanent damage or anything like that. He seems in good spirits, so positive vibes to Jamie Foxx. Number 6 is about video games. My sixth topic. I love Apex Legends. I love the game. I play it often. It's kind of, I just play it a lot. But the community is horrible. It's one of the worst gaming communities ever. Everyone complains, everyone's negative, everyone's hateful. If you want to hear the N-word, get on Xbox Game Chat, you're going to hear it. It's just like a cesspool of trash humans. But I started taking Cities Skylines seriously on PC, and I've been even streaming it on Twitch, twitch.tv/TechSupreme. And the community, I'm getting involved in the community and talking to people on the Reddit groups, and like, it's the sweetest community in the world. And it kind of blows my mind how nice the community is. And just juxtapose that to Apex Legends, where everyone's just like this trash trolls, and you have like these sweet humans who are like, I mean, it's a whole different game, right? There's no aggression in Cities Skylines. It's a city builder. It's like the new Sim City. If you don't have any idea about video games, it's like the new top SimCity type game. And everyone's just so kind and sweet, and they give each other tips, and they try to break it down, and they share assets, and they share mods. It's so crazy because like, I'm just always from these gaming communities like basketball, NBA 2K, and like everyone's it's kind of like just kind of chaotic and volatile. But like, this community is so awesome and sweet. It's nice. It's very nice. So that's not really a topic to talk about. I'm just saying, like, if you're looking for like a cool, chill gaming community, play Cities Skylines and get involved in that community. Super nice, super awesome. Even when I stream and I get interaction with people, they're super nice. Like this, it's way different than with Apex. People will come into my chat talking shit, trying to be funny, saying this and that, whoop the whoop. My mods had to come and block people, and I've had, even in Cities Skylines, I had to have people get blocked or whatever. But like, nowhere near as much as Apex Legends. Last topic is. It is June, which is my birthday month, but it's also Pride Month. I'm always super excited about Pride Month. One thing that I did not anticipate, which I should have, is how much hate Pride Month gets. It's like the new like Black History Month almost, right? Like, it's just like people are blindly hating it, not understanding it, but just hating it and being negative. I'm not going to focus on the negative. It's hard not to, though. But I am going to focus on a positive. Tomorrow, my wife and I will be in our second Soulard Pride Parade, golf cart parade. We always have pride flags on our golf cart anyway. For me, it's about family for me, right? Because I don't have a close relationship with family, but my mother, rest in peace, she was bisexual or lesbian in later years of her life. My brother's homosexual. Some of the best people in my life, are a part of the LGBTQIA community. I'm always going to be an ally as much as I possibly humanly can. Like, it just really hits home for me. So I'm just super excited to represent and have a good time and show love and spread love. I don't understand the hate, but I also don't understand the hate for Black people, or I don't understand the hate for anybody, really. Like, life is too simple and too short to be hating anybody, especially if it doesn't directly concern you. But anyway, instead of talking about negative, focus on the positive. Pride Month is the shit. I can't wait to do all the Pride events this month and this year. Anytime there's something, I'm there. Like, let's go. It's lit. And that's the episode. So, Rent Free with Tech Supreme. This is episode 32. Thank you for listening. If you like it on YouTube, hit the like, subscribe button. All the YouTube stuff. If you are actually listening to it through Spotify, Apple, Google, Stitcher, iHeart, whatever, like it, share it, subscribe, leave a comment. Definitely, like, if you can, leave a review. If you don't know how to, let me know. I'll tell you how. But, like, do these things because it helps get my numbers up. And numbers have been growing. We're growing. I'm not just making that up. We're growing. YouTube is growing. The TikTok is definitely growing. TikTok.com/TechSupreme, @TechSupreme, everything @TechSupreme. So I'm super excited. I'm making content every day. I'm doing TikToks every day. We're out here. We're outside. So everyone enjoy yourself. Spread love. Have a good weekend. It's Friday. Have a good weekend. Be safe. Do not drink and drive. I sound like someone's parent, but do all the good things. Spread the love. And I will see you guys on the next episode of Rent Free with Tech Supreme next week for episode 33. Peace. Later.
Rent free.
I can't do this one.
Rent free.